Hello everyone and welcome back to VRML Channel 2. It's me Ollie, and joining me on the cams is Wolfo, and today we're bringing you an EU matchup. Alliance going against Red Juice, both new teams to Season 4. Most of the players I think new to VRML as well. Maybe a couple of them have played in Season 3, but apart from that, all fairly new to VRML in general. So it should be a pretty interesting match, just looking at the connoisseur votes as well. Looks like Red Juice is heavily favoured, 32 connoisseur votes and Alliance just 4. So we'll see if those people who are voting for Red Juice are satisfied, I guess, with their correct prediction, or will the underdogs win? As we are getting some readies in the arena now. So we should be hopefully getting started soon. Meanwhile, everyone put your predictions in the chat of who you think is going to win, or who you want to win, or both. And hopefully we'll be in soon. I believe Red Juice might be using a league sub as well, because looking at their roster, Clives is rostered, but it is Elino playing, so I believe, unless Elino is not supposed to be there, they are using a league sub. So it'll be interesting to see how it affects them. If Elino, if the sort of chemistry or the chemistry that they might not have with Elino, since him not being on their team, is going to affect them, or will it even make them stronger? Will it give a better chance for Alliance or not? We'll just have to wait and see, as it looks like both teams now have finally readied up. And an instant pause. Oh, you love to see them, you really do. So just a little more waiting before we get into this game. But hopefully we can get into it soon. Elephant in the chat saying Red Juice is gonna win. Well, you're going with the side of the most connoisseurs, I see. Highly favored for them to win. Looking at the records, both similar records. Red Juice 1 win, 2 losses. Alliance 1 win, 3 losses. So fairly similar. Alliance just playing one more game than Red Juice. And the standings quite different though. Alliance in 50th place and Red Juice in 36th. So bit of a difference there, but it's looking like maybe an even match. Although the amount of people that have actually voted on this game don't say that. And it looks like there's maybe an issue on the side of Red Juice that have paused. Not quite sure what's going on, but hopefully we can get this going soon, because I want to see this match. I feel like it'll be a good match, and I've not seen Red Juice play. I think we've seen Alliance earlier this season already once. At least I've casted them at least once earlier this season. I can't remember who they were playing. Actually, I think it was Alliance versus Oni. And they did pretty well, I think. So, might be an interesting match. And from what I've heard, Red Juice is a decent team. You know, up and coming. Got some skill. So we'll have to see if Alliance is strong enough to beat them or not. Once we get started, of course, which will be hopefully sometime in the next year. As I say that, oh my. So they unpause and then pause again for some reason. So not quite sure what's going on. But hopefully maybe we can get into this soon. Is it looking like one of their players is not there maybe, or not ready? Looks like Elino isn't there. Maybe AFK. Or is he? I have no idea. So, yeah. Kind of run out of ideas now to talk about. Give me ideas in the chat of what I should talk about. Because now I've just blanked. I wasn't expecting this long of a wait. Maybe they're inviting someone. Maybe they don't need the league sub. Maybe what? No idea. No idea at all. Or looks like maybe a controller issue. Well, it looks like Alino has maybe a missing controller or a dead controller. But we have got another player in here now. Emil Evrard. I'm assuming he's another league sub going to be filling in. Well, Alino was supposed to be going, so hopefully we can get started with this game in just a second. Now that everything seems to be sorted. Hopefully. Maybe. Or maybe not just quite. Well, you know, you better hope for a good match after a wait this long. They best bring us some good moments. But finally, it looks like we'll be getting started into this game. It will not be. It'll be Emil Evrard filling in as a league sub instead. As looked like Alino had some controller issues. But anyways, Red Juice on the orange side, Alliance on the blue side, and we'll be getting started. Red Juice with the first headbutt. Theron recovering it, going for the pass up to Mr. Bullied, and a quick start for Red Juice. Early 2 points by Mr. Bullied. So 2-0 now. As they get a decent headbutt and a nice quick pass up to the player, and able to finish off. So now it is Alliance. Missing the disc, you know, you kind of need the disc in this game. As another slap, a nice little slap from Theron for the 3, giving Red Juice a nice strong start. Now 5 in the lead within less than a minute. So a good start for Red Juice, not quite the same for Alliance. Missing the disc on your first chance advantage isn't the best start either. And they do the same thing again. They missed the disc again, and this time the slap is missed, but Mr. Bullied able to put it in for a 2. So Red Juice now in the lead by 7. This is quite an interesting match so far. Maybe third time's the charm. Maybe they'll figure out who's grabbing the disc this time round. As they do figure it out, Lawrence 15 sending it across, not connecting on his first pass though. Antius MG slapping this one down to Pokerface. Pokerface going back up, not quite connecting though. Pokerface recovers it again. Now taking his time, will get stunned out, but just barely releases the disc as it sails past his teammate Emil, picking this one up and sending it through. But Thomas at the backline stopping that clear, goes across to Pokerface. Pokerface now going down below to Lawrence. Lawrence going for the shot, and Alliance kind of trying to show that even though they messed up, they're still in this. So they get their first 2 points of this first round. Now just a 5-point lead to Red Juice as they take their first chance advantage. It'll be Theron to QB, just slowly making his way forward. We'll go down to Mr. Bullied. Mr. Bullied now going across to Pencils. As Pencils goes down to Mr. Bullied again, but Mr. Bullied can't quite reach it. As he does get a block off, can't get the second block off. And Antius with the stun and attempting the clear, but not quite going to be through. As Pencils looks to recover it. A nice slap pass up to his teammate Emil, but not able to reach it. As now Antius recovers and clears it all the way through back to the Red Juice side. But Mr. Boyd with his stack recovering it quickly and sending it right back, but in the hands of Thomas. Not quite going to connect with the clear, I guess, as Pokerface sends it forward now. But that Red Juice stack is there quickly as Pencils recovers and goes down. Maybe a clear attempt, but not going to be through as Pokerface recovers at the mid. Pokerface now trying to go down to his teammate Antius and will actually be picked up. Antius making his way into the bubble. Will go across to Pokerface. Pokerface now going off the backboard, but I'll just be a bit wide and recovered again by Thomas. Thomas going up to the ceiling, up to his teammate Pokerface. Pokerface inverted, able to lose that defender. Sends it back to Lawrence. Lawrence now going to the backboard over to Antius, and Antius with a nice quick throw past the goal. He'll put it for the 2, closing that gap down to now just a 3-point lead as Red Juice takes chance advantage. Red Juice rolling out now. Will be Mr. Bullied stacking with Ferron, doing a bit of a dribbling play, but losing it off the head of a teammate. Will be that stack, and now clearing it through is one of the players of Alliance Pencils, trying to send it through. Will be in the hands of Mr. Bullied off some bounces in the tunnel. Mr. Bullied doing a bit of juking, trying to shake these defenders off, and he does just that. Alliance have a stack formed as Pencils receives the pass across from Mr. Bullied. Now Pencils going up to his teammate, a bit of a slow pass, able to be recovered by Pokerface. Pokerface now clearing this one down into the Red Juice zone. But Red Juice with their fast stack, Ferron gets there first. Ferron on Pencils going for a stacking play, a dribbling play as they manage to get the dribble all the way through into the bubble, but nobody quite able to pick it up as Ferron recovers. It goes up to Mr. Bullied, and Mr. Bullied in for the 2. Red Juice now back within that 5-point lead as Alliance takes that joust advantage yet again. Into the second half of this first round now is Alliance with a quick QB over to Antius. Antius going down to the ground to his teammate Pokerface. Pokerface able to recover it after bounces and put it in for the 2. So back within 3. They are still in this. They are keeping it fairly close. And still plenty of time. Just under 4.5 minutes remain on the clock for them to score just at least 3 points to tie it up. It's now Mr. Bullied going across going for the dribble play, but Pokerface won't let it happen as he goes off the backboard, looking for that easy quick 3. Pencils recovers a back pass, now going down and clearing it through. As the sacks come through, Ferron gets there first, goes for the shot, but I'm just going to be a little bit wide as now Thomas recovers and goes for the clear, getting past the backline defense. Now it is through. Ferron gets there first, closely followed by some Alliance players, but he manages to dodge them and send the clear through, which will be all the way back through. But Thomas at the backline will pick that one back up and send it across to Lawrence. Lawrence now going down to Pokerface. Pokerface getting pressured. Manages to just miss that stack, and he goes for the shot, puts it in for the 2. It's a good thing he did that because they could have wasted more time attempting to go for 3s, which is what it looked like earlier. One of the players took a shot on the goalies. Maybe kind of pressure to just hit a 3 when they have plenty of time to get 2 2-pointers. So now they just need one more goal within 1 point of tying it up. Mr. Bullied going down to Emil Everard. Emil going across the Pencils, but Pencils not quite able to reach. Will be recovered by Antius. Antius will get the clear through. This is an opportunity for them to make their comeback after being 7-0 down. Pokerface picks it up, goes for the shot, and gets it across in the left pocket for the 3. Alliance now in the lead by 2 points. And a good comeback from them after being 7-0 down by missing the disc twice on their joust advantage. Able to make the comeback and gain a 2-point lead. Mr. Bully now stacked with Ferron, maybe looking for another dribble play. As he does get past that first defender, will send it down and will go for the dribble. Sending it all the way forward and just not able to pick it up for a moment. Mr. Bully recovers, but a stop from Thomas will deny that 2-pointer, and a clear coming all the way through into the Red Juice zone. Another chance for Alliance to get some points as the slap does come through into the bubble and is recovered by a player of Red Juice and stunned out. But again, another player of Red Juice picks it up and tries to clear it out, but Lawrence at the backline won't let it happen as he makes his way in, getting it past below, but not quite the bounce they wanted as Red Juice recovers, looks for the slap out, not quite going to be through as that stack from Red Juice does miss it, and recovered by nobody as some stuns come through. Pencils eventually gets back, picks it up and sends a pass up to Mr. Bullied. Mr. Bullied now sending this one through. Not quite all the way through as Thomas able to pick it up again, maybe going for a shot off the ceiling, actually just a pass up to Pokeface. Pokeface taking a shot on an open goal for the 3. And they are now 5 points in the lead. This is a story and a half right here. From 7-0 down by missing the disc twice to 5 in the lead, 14-9, with just about a minute remaining. The underdog story right here is Red Juice is also favored in connoisseur votes by a lot. It's like 32-4 in the votes as another shot comes through. Ferron able to stop this one though, as he does look for the pass up to Emil. Emil receives it, and they're clear coming through back into their alliance zone. They have less than a minute remaining. They need to get some quick points if they want to make a comeback. Otherwise, at least they need to get some momentum going for this second round, as the alliance seems to have taken that, as Pencil sends the pass back to Ferron. Ferron now looking for the clear through, not quite going to make it. Well, actually it will. Off a bounce as Mr. Bully picks it up, goes for the shot, and sinks the 3. Now just down by 2 points. They won't have any more time, as soon as the tunnels are open, this first round will finish, so it will be Alliance taking it 14-12. A great first round, a great showing for Alliance in the first round, really. After literally missing the disc twice, 2 times in a row, 7 points down, they managed to get 2 points in the lead and take the first round. And they're also the underdogs of this game. So interesting to see. And we'll see if Red Juice can pick up the pace again. They had some good momentum in that first half of the round, but then Alliance just gained some momentum of their own, and that momentum seemed to have crushed Red Juice's momentum a little bit, so that's how they were able to take that first round. Mr. Pro 1017, literally, how do you do that 2 times in a row? I have no idea. I was honestly expecting it to be 3 times in a row once it came out. But I don't know. A lot of miscommunication, I guess. And definitely a nice comeback from there. Definitely a very good comeback. Alliance must be feeling good about that one. And Red Juice not so much. So you could take into account the mental situation now. Red Juice losing that first round after the Alliance came back might have taken a hit to their mental, to their mindset, but they do win the joust, or the neutral joust. The clear does come through from Alliance, so Alliance is there first. It is Thomas taking a shot, and Thomas starting Alliance off with the early 3-point lead. Alliance is actually starting to look pretty good in this match. And all those connoisseurs that voted for Red Juice must be getting pretty upset right about now, as it will be Red Juice now. Ferron going across to his teammate, but not quite connecting. He will be recovering it off the bounce though. Sending it forward up to Pencils. Pencils going down below. Maybe a clear for the stack, and it is just that. Ferron takes a shot and just dings it. And it is recovered by Emil. Emil just getting stunned out. Antius picking up, but losing it to the head, and Ferron picking it up, doing an ender for a bit too long. Looking to send it out is one of the players of Alliance. Not quite going to be through though, as Emil recovers it. Loses it, but Ferron able to pick it up and just goes for a long reset, which won't connect. After a bounce it will though. A wise decision there. There are not much options they had open, as Mr. Blade does some juking. Sends it up to Pencils now. Pencils making his way in. Not getting pressure just yet, but when he does, Thomas is able to get the steal off. And the clears that Alliance stack is there, it seems, and they're racing for it. Alliance just missing it. So, and Mr. Boyd getting stunned on the backswing. Ferron picks it up, just able to just barely get it through, but Lawrence at the backline won't let it happen as he goes up to his teammate, and the teammate taking a shot. I believe that was Antius taking a shot on a goalie. Not the best of decisions. But the clear not coming through. Eventually it will come through by Emil, as Emil sends this one in to the other half and going for the shot, just a little bit off though. This is now picked up by Ferron. Ferron getting the block off on that player. Sends it across the Pencils. Pencils going up to Mr. Boyd. Mr. Boyd taking the shot, but Lawrence with a good stop, keeping this lead within 3 as now he sends it all the way through. to the red juice zone, and it is Thomas going for the shot again, but just dinging this one. Antius recovers, trying to do a bit of juking, going for a shot again, just a ding. Mr. Bullied recovers, tries to send it through, but Lawrence picks that one up. Now goes across, down to Pokerface. Pokerface with a bit of a spin, puts it in for a 2. Alliance now in the lead by 5. They must be feeling good. As now a pause comes through. Maybe Red Juice just pausing to discuss some strategies and maybe calm down a bit, because that was a devastating loss to Red Juice in that first round. So it probably did mess up their mindset a little bit coming into this second round, and Alliance feeling good and starting off good in the second round. They are 5 in the lead. Must be feeling pretty good. Red Juice, not so much. Yeah, the first round scores Alliance won by 2 points, 14-12. After being down 7-0. I'm going to keep saying that, because they were down 7-0 after missing the disc twice, and then eventually made the comeback. And a pretty strong comeback, which is pretty impressive, to say the least. So Red Juice probably just gotta take this time. Maybe it'll take the full 5 minutes to relax, make sure they know that they're still in this. A 5-point lead is a good lead, but with 7.5 minutes remaining, there's loads of time for Red Juice to make a comeback. They just need to connect on their passes, connect on their QBs, and connect on their goals. We did see some good saves from the side of Alliance. Feeling very strong in his second round, and showing it with their plays. Some good saves, some good goals. Must be feeling pretty good. Looks like we will get on pause now, finally, again. So we'll see if that helped Red Juice at all to get the pause, and if it maybe messed up Alliance and their momentum, as it is now Red Juice with the just advantage. It will be Mr. Bullied and Farron going for a dribble straight away. A nice little dribble connecting there, as he does get stunned out though by Antius, maybe just holding on to it for a bit too long, as Antius sends this one in the bubble. Not quite connecting with the goals. I believe that was a shot, but Pokerface able to recover. Now doing a bit of juking around Mr. Bullied. He will go for the back pass up to Lawrence. Lawrence back down to Pokerface now. Pokerface forward up to his teammate. A bounce pass to Antius. Antius able to pick it up. Goes for the shot, but a little bit off, as Lawrence recovers. Goes across to Pokerface on the ceiling. Pokerface going for the shot. Maybe a bit of a panic shot as he was getting pressured, as now Pencils recovers. Goes up to Mr. Bullied. Mr. Bullied goes for the clear. He's just going to take some bounces, and Lawrence recovers it for Alliance. Lawrence now sending this one forward, maybe looking for the mail slot. That was a close one. Antius picks this one up, goes for a shot again, but again on a goalie. That's the one thing they need to stop doing, because they're giving over possession. As now Mr. Bullied takes a shot of his own. The Alliance defense gets there in time though, but Farron gets a steal, takes the shot, but dings it. It is now recovered by Antius, who will look to send it through, but Pencils picks it up. Going for a shot again, but a bit off, making it hit off the shield. Mr. Bullied recovers it now at the back line. Mr. Bullied looking for his options, maybe trying to draw in this defense a little bit, as he sends it forward up to Pencils. Pencils one-on-one with the goalie, is able to put it in for a 2. Cutting that lead down now to 3 points. 5-2. As it will be Alliance taking this Chelsea advantage as we approach the second half of the second round. The clear comes through, maybe a missed pass, and that That stack from Red Juice is speeding around as the shot comes through, just dinging off the inside, it looked like, and it will bounce out, but that stack is still there. Mr. Bullied will send this one for the reset over to Pencils. Pencils now back up to his teammate, but not gonna connect as the clear does come through by Thomas. Just gets stuck in the mid. Pokeface recovers again, but gets stunned out by that stack coming past from Red Juice. Gets pressured with and does get a slap off to Thomas. Thomas now forward up to Antius. Antius taking the shot. Not quite going to be on target as Pokeface looks to recover, but does get stunned out by Ferron. Ferron just barely manages to get the tap off out into the Alliance zone as it bounces down into the hands of nobody as everyone overshoots it. Thomas eventually recovering it. Will just look for the clear. Actually, the pass up to Antius. Antius going for a shot again. Seems that Antius likes to shoot even when people are in his way, which is what he has been doing most of the time. It seems as now Pokeface goes back to Lawrence. Lawrence now up to Pokeface. Pokeface going for the shot, but again on the goalie. They're giving away possession by shooting that far out on goalies. As now the clear comes in, nearly going in off the backboard. Ferron recovers. And Ferron now going for the pass up to Mr. Bullied. Mr. Bullied now going for the shot. Maybe this could be good, as it is good in the top pocket from 50 meters. That is a shot they needed. As now Mr. Bullied from 50 meters manages to tie this one up 5-5 with just about 3.5 minutes remaining on the clock in the second round. This could be the comeback for Red Juice, and they could bring this into a third, as now Alliance mess up the QB as it does go off ahead of a teammate. Ferron recovers it. Now making his way in. Will go for the pass up to Pencils. Pencils now back to Ferron. Ferron going in, but a good stop from one of the players of Alliance. Goes off the head of Pencils as he does get stun off. Recovered now by Antius, who will go for the clear, which will be all the way through into the Red Juice zone. A race for the disc now. The stack overshooting it, but redirecting. Mr. Bullied picks it up. Loses it as he does get stunned out. Picked up by Thomas. Now Thomas with good positioning. Able to intercept and gets the pass up to Antius. Antius going forward. Sending it up and going off the head of Ferron will be Lawrence. Putting it in the goal for another 2 points to regain their lead by 2 points. So now 7-5. Less than 3 minutes remain. And Alliance need to keep this lead if they want to take the win. And Reggie still plenty of time to just get a 2-point goal in to tie it up, or a 3 points to take the lead by 1. As now they do go for a dribbling play, but Antia is able to dismantle that stack nicely. And as he does go for another shot, it will just take a bounce off the Geo. Again, breaks the stack up from Red Juice, picks it up again, goes for the pass up to Pokeface. Pokeface now making his way in, goes for another shot from the 3-point line. They really need to stop taking these shots because they're giving away a lot of possession, which could cost them the game. As now Mr. Bully takes the long shot. And this is what I was saying. Now they have a 3 and now they've lost the lead. Simply because they are taking long shots on goalies. And it's one-on-ones. Like if it's a 1v1, then just get up closer and get it past the goalie. Don't take the shot on the goalie. And if you don't have any options and it's not a one-on-one, pass it out, get the back pass or something. But just because you slow down your arm motion doesn't mean it's going to be going in past a goalie. As now it's Mr. Bullied putting it in for another 2. Now in the lead by 3 is Red Juice. And you know, it could have been Alliance 9-5 if they hadn't shot another 3 on a goal. But instead it's 10-7. So now they're going to have less than a minute to score a 3-pointer. Preferably they're going to need a 3-pointer if they want to take this in 2, as now Pencils puts it in for another 2. Red Juice now 5 in the lead. And with less than a minute remaining, just about half a minute remaining, doesn't look like Alliance will have enough time to make a comeback in this second round. So it looks like we'll be going to a third. And I hope Alliance hears this cast and learns to stop shooting on goalies. from so far out, because it could cost you games, rounds, games, whatever. As now the clear does come through, less than 10 seconds remain, so it will be Red Juice taking this second round as Pokeface goes for a pass. That's the kind of stuff they needed earlier, the pass closer. Should have been probably a bounce pass so that the goalie couldn't come out and intercept it like he did, but stuff like that, they need to pass around the bubble more, or if it's 1v1s, take it in closer and get it past the goalie, because I think that's what kind of lost them this round, is they took the shots on the goalie and gave up a lot of possession, and eventually towards the end, Red Juice had that possession, and eventually they were able to make something of it. Earlier, they gave up possession, Alliance got lucky because Red Juice were unable to get any goals off of those long shots on the goalie. But eventually they did it towards the end and lost, and Alliance lost this round, probably because of that. Alliance shoots everything and needs to slow down. Yeah, Alliance, it seems like they're panicking a lot as well. Especially, we saw a lot of shots on goal and shots when a player was in front of the goal, not necessarily in the goal, but in front of it. So, yeah, they kind of need to stop doing that, because that is probably what cost them the game towards the end, really.
Round starting in 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
So now we'll be getting into his third round, and it looks like we are having some issues here behind the scenes on the cameras. So I will have to do a bit of a radio show here for the cast. So it will be Red Juice winning the Joust advantage. Pencils on the right side of the arena. Stacked with Emil Evrad, receives the pass. Pencils up to Farron again, and Farragon going for the shot, but dings it off the top pocket as Antias recovers. Clears it, tries to clear it low mid, bounces off the trench up high as now Lawrence recovers it, sends it through the right tunnel, and it will go all the way through, but Farron, with Pencils stacked on him, will pick it up first. Farron now just on the left Pac-Man on the orange side will just wait to bring in Alliance a little bit closer. Goes across to Mr. Bullied in the tunnel. Mr. Bullied now making his way forward slowly on the right side of the arena. We'll go top left to Farron. Farron now back to Mr. Bullied, and Mr. Bullied doing a bit break check, but Thomas reading him will pick it up and send it through the left tunnel. Left tunnel clear coming through, bounces down to the bottom right side of the orange zone. Mr. Bullied though clears it through across, but Antias in the mid picks it up, sends it down to Pokeface, and Pokeface from 9 meters away hits the 3 points to give Alliance that early lead.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7,
Props to Ollie trying his best. I mean, I don't need to try the best. I just am the best, right? That's why I'm the best caster. You, of course. You know, everyone knows that. There's now Mr. Bullied going forward to Farron. Farron going across down to Emil. Emil taking the shot, and what is it with these shots on the goalies? Like, there's a goalie and you're not pressured. Just stop taking the shot. It's probably a case of some bad communication, but that's not a bad shot as Mr. Bullied sinks it for the 3 and ties it up 3-3.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
So now it'll be Alliance with Joust advantage. Lawrence sending this one down to Pokerface. Pokerface going below over to his teammates Pencils. Looking for the clear, not quite going to be through as Mr. Boy gets a slap off. Not quite going to be through again. Emil finally confirming the clear all the way through. It goes all the way through. Farron picks it up, goes for the shot, and a lovely shot from 23 meters out for the 3, and it will now be Red Juice in the lead by 3 points.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Tactical shot, don't question, they are bronze teams. Well, I think they're technically maybe unranked. Actually, I don't think they're unranked. They've played enough matches for it, right? But now, maybe it was a tactical shot, you never know. As now Antias recovers, gets stunned out though by Farron. Farron goes across down to Pencils. Pencils not able to pick this one up. will lose it,
That's what we call
as it is just too far out, and now missed Emil, sorry. Looking for the clear, not quite going to be through.
with the disc.
Antius with a bounce pass down to Pokerface. Pokerface making his way in. Again, the long shot on the goalie. You don't need a 3. You have 6.5 minutes remaining. Just bring it closer as the long shot just dinging off the shield. And now the disc doing a bit of a disco. Having a bit of fun now on the wall. As Mr. Blade goes across back to Ferron. Emil going up now but loses it. Antius gets the clear through. All the way through mid. And it is now in the hands of Thomas. Thomas going across to Antius, but Antius is stunned out, able to recover it off the bounce and sending it up. Maybe a bit of miscommunication as a play that was on the top of the bike, but has actually moved. There's now a nice block from Lawrence comes out. And he's able to recover the disc for Alliance. He goes down below, but bouncing back into the hands of Antius. No, as Antius is too small to reach it. And now the clear from Red Juice comes through into the bubble of Alliance. Red Juice picks it up first. Pencil's making his way in, takes the shot. And they're now in the lead by 5, 8-3. Alliance takes this just advantage.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
When is Smash Jester? Smash Jester is... Or Smash versus Jester is at 8:30 PM, like Ramus says there. So, in about an hour, just under an hour. There's now Pencils looking for the clear. Lawrence gets stunned out. Recovered by Mr. Bullied. Mr. Bullied now going for maybe a long shot, just going to be a bit off. As Ferron picks it up. Doing a bit of juking. Will go down below to Pencils. Pencils not able to get his hand on it. Will float out of the bubble. Mr. Bullied now looking to recover at the back line. Gonna be Pencils though picking up in the end. Just staying on the ground here. We'll go across to Ferron. Ferron now making his way forward. Just not getting pressure to it. He's just taking his time. As now Mr. Bullied receives the pass up to Nest, and for 2 points is now 10-3 in favor of Red Juice.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Will be Alliance with just advantage. Lawrence going over to Antheus. Now it looks like we have some gameplay. Maybe. That's another goal from the side of Alliance. You missed all the action. Unfortunately, you did, but you know, technical difficulties. But it looks like we have some gameplay for you guys now, so at least got something going. As now Ferron picks it up for the QB. We'll send it for a clear, for a dribble, but sends it right in the hands of Thomas. Thomas sending this one back through as Lawrence picks it up, gets stunned out though, and Pencils takes the long shot. Not going to be on target as Ferron recovers, goes for a long shot of his own and sigs the 3. Now 8 in the lead. Is Red Juice 13-5.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's game on.
Now it will be Alliance
Sends it back the other way.
with just advantage. Looking to clear this one through. Lawrence picks it up. We'll send this one all the way through, back into the Red Juice zone. Emil trying to send it right back, but going to just bounce off the wall. And Antheus picks it up, goes for the shot, but bounces off the block. Antheus going for another shot. It's going to be a miss, and Ferron able to recover it as he now goes across to Mr. Bullied. Mr. Bullied going back across to Ferron. Ferron now making his way forward. Will get pressure and goes across to Emil again. Emil now going back across to Pencils. Pencils going back, doing a bit of a passing play as they manage to get a dribble through the pass up to Emil. Emil going across to Pencils. Pencils making his way in, goes for the pass up, but not going to connect to anybody as Pencils again recovers it on the ground. Pencils now going up to Mr. Bullied, and Mr. Bullied takes a shot for the 2 points, putting them in the lead by 10 points.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
And now it'll be Alliance with less than 90 seconds left on the clock to make a 10-point comeback.
Blue sends it back the other
As they miss the first pass, Lawrence recovers it though. We'll try to send this one through, but Farron and Mr. Bullied going for a dribble. Mr. Bullied on an open goal will go for the pass. As now Farron goes back to up to Emil. Emil able to put it in for the 2. In the lead by 12 points now is Red Juice, 17-5.
11, 10, 9,
And it looks like with less than a minute remaining, Alliance probably won't be able to make the comeback. So it looks like it will be Red Juice after all, taking this game after bringing it to a 3rd round. Mr. Bullied though sends this one in for another shot. It's just going to be on target from 22 meters out. 20-5 is one hell of a scoreline to end on, I must say. Less than 30 seconds remaining. Maybe they can get more points on, but they made a comeback in the first round, but 15 points in less than 30 seconds. I don't think that's very possible, as now Lawrence picks it up. Looks for the clear, and that one will be all the way through this time, so maybe they can get a couple final points on to finish off, but Ferron recovers it, goes back through. Not quite going to be through, though, as Lawrence picks it up, sends it forward up to Pokeface. Pokeface taking the shot, which will just ding, recovers it again. And he takes one last shot, which will actually be in, but just right as the match finishes. So 20-5, Red Juice will be taking his 3rd round, and they will be taking the win of this match. So a good showing there, really, from both teams, and a good match up until the end. Red Juice just picked it up and were able to bring it home. So with that being said, though, we will finish off this cast for now, but make sure you join us at 8:30 p.m. BST, which is in about 45 minutes for a master game. Smash Dash going up against Jesters, so don't want to miss that. But for now, we'll see you all soon.
Season 4 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, VRware, Rebuff Reality, VR Cover, and ProTube VR.